Our goal for each student at Lakeland is well-rounded. We want them to be spiritually well-rounded. We want them to know why they believe what they believe. Not that they believe it because their parents believe it, why they believe it because their church believes it, but we want them to be introduced to things and to wrestle with ideas. And why am I a Christian? And have that analytical and synthetic learning to trickle down to every part of their life. Anyone can understand the whats, but we want them to be well-rounded to understand the whys.
The whole environment is different when they're able to be seeing how it's not just work or learning that they're doing, but this is actually something they can do to the glory of God. It gives them a motivation and a value, and also a value on others' lives as well.
We believe that, as Scripture says, that everything is for Him, Jesus Christ, everything is through Him, everything is to Him. And so our goal is to teach, to educate, to mold our students into being Christ followers, no matter what subject they're studying.
When we teach here in art, it goes straight to the Bible. It begins at creation, where God foremost presents Himself and introduces Himself as the master artist of all creation. And we are a reflection of His image in that way. So it is our calling to glorify Him through creativity and through the arts. So in my classroom, I throw a little bit of everything at everyone. Mediums, techniques, we experiment with everything, because even if you think that you can't draw, even if you think that you can't sketch, there is an avenue of creativity that everyone excels at, and everyone can glorify God in that way.
I love being able to look at literature and think about how it relates to what we understand from the Bible, and how I can help the kids critically think through that. We would study very similar things to what you would get at other schools, as far as looking at a poem and seeing the form and who the author is, and interpreting the poem and finding all the literary elements. But we take it a step further, and we talk about how that Christian worldview is incorporated into that poem. And I think that just adds a richness to education that you're not going to get necessarily in every other place. And we have the freedom to do that. We're actually supposed to do that. So you can know for sure that your teachers not only want to teach your kids how to read and write and the basics of their subject, but they want to push it a step further and teach them how to think critically, and most importantly, think Christian.
If you spend time here at Lakeland Christian Academy, I think what you'll find is people being involved with people. And what I mean by that is that students helping other students. They see an issue and they go meet it. They see maybe a kid who is in emotional distress, or someone who's struggling with homework, or someone who's just not fitting in, that they're able to go and meet that need. And I think that's what makes Lakeland so special, is the community that we have here, kind of a family, which gets used a lot, but it really is neat how they know each other. They know each other for good or for ill, and they help each other with that.
We can spend more time, I think, with individual attention when it comes to students. When they're going through difficult times, it's much easier, I think, for us as a family to band together to pray for them, pray with them, ask them how things are going.
Everybody has like a natural community to be a part of. It's hard to be left out here. And so I think that's one really big strength. I would say it's a positive Christian community. I would say that most of our students desire to walk with the Lord and want to influence their friends around them to walk with the Lord. Your kid can be involved in anything here. There's no sports teams that they get cut off of. There's like a great Christian community. There's just, they can be, again, in those sports teams, they can play. It's competitive, it's fun. So many are involved. And so I just thought at this school, my children would have more opportunities than most places they could go.
We're small enough that everyone who wants to participate can participate in athletics. And yet we have a good variety of sports. First of all, we have coaches like our teachers that are believers. Their faith really shapes the way that they coach. We're here to build character above all else. Winning is not everything, but we do try to win as much as we can. We work hard, we practice hard, we play hard. Our goal is to win, but never at the expense of our Christian testimony.
For us, we want to be primarily Christian. We want, when parents come in here, they understand that this is a Christian school. But beyond that, we also want to have academics that are excellent, academics that are strong, academics that are competitive. I think we should strive to be the best. We be competitive. We have strong state standards. We want to be a strong Christian high school and middle school. But we also want to be as excellent in our academics as we are in our Christian life.